Alright, shalom, all praises be unto Yahweh, Shem Yahushua, Shem Dash. Double on to the elder apostles, the elder bishops at Great Millstone, who will well to us his truth. Shalom unto the 144,000 and the rest of the elect. Pretty much, man, this is an article in here, right, and it says Britain should have 3 days worth of tin food and water, government says. A new website advising on what to do in an emergency is being launched as part of the government push to ensure the UK is more resilient to threats. The UK is more resilient to threats. Now, right off the back of that title and subheading, you have to ask yourself, why are they, pushing this kind of thought process and that? Excuse me. Why are they pushing that kind of stuff, out there if something wasn't about to happen, man? Like, you don't just put up an article and say, oh, to all the people living in Britain, in case you wanted to, visit the planet Uranus, this afternoon, here's a checklist of what you got to do. There ain't no fucking checklist for that because it's not possible, So, the point is, for the fact that they're advertising, for lack of a better word, putting this kind of thought process out there, it shows you that they're letting you know, the program in your mind that something's about to come, okay? And that's the word government, which literally means mind control. So they're trying to control people's minds into the thought process of, there's going to be shortages and I need to stack up on particular things. How would you prepare for an emergency? Wind up torches, tin meat, bottles of water are just some of the items the government are advising people to stock up on as it urges the public to prepare for emergencies. The Prepare website calls on households to stock up on bottled water with the minimum supply of 3 litres of drinking water per person per day, but says 10 litres is recommended for more comfortable levels for cooking and hygiene. So you buy all these water bottles, the shit water they have coming through the taps, because that's what it is. You got the scandal out there in Devon. That might stop you maybe turning the tap, nothing's coming out, and then you gotta rely on these bottles, man. So 10 litres per person, man. You gotta think about cooking, boiling water, drinking, bathing, all of that, man. See, I don't even really want to read too much of this. Hand sanitizer, first aid kits, spare batteries, wind up radio, and it's like, yeah, okay, cool, but it's only so long, if let's say you got 3 days worth of food, okay, 3 days. After 3 days, what the hell do you do? And that's if nobody attacks you and steals your shit on day 1 or day 2, But the scriptures speak about these things. The scriptures speak about famines and that, man. The scripture says, my servant shall eat. Isaiah 65:13, and it says, therefore thus saith the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but ye shall be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but ye shall be thirsty. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but ye shall be ashamed. So people are going to get worried and frustrated and nervous out here and hungry and that. Thirsty, but the men of the Lord and their families are going to eat them. Now, I would say this, you're not going off if you stack up on the things, man, Scripture says, man, be wise as serpents, harmless as doves. There's nothing wrong if you stack up on more water bottles and that. Particular foods or whatever, tinned foods, non-perishables they call them. But at the end of the day, our trust and faith ain't in that. Our faith is in the Lord, you know, who made heaven and earth. You know, that's what the scriptures say, man. You know, where's that scripture where it says, Isaiah 59:19, and it says, "So shall they fear the name of the Lord Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai shall lift up a standard against him." You know, that's talking about spiritual power, and that's also talking about divine intervention, miracles happening. You know, so you may be in a situation where, you know, you don't have access to particular things. You know, now's the time where, you know, we ain't meant to be getting nervous. We're meant to be looking for that standard to be raised, man. Supernatural things happening, miracles, man. I just wanted to touch on that real quick, man. They're putting that idea out there that something, you know, the general elections over here in England now. So maybe something will pop off. As they say, never let a good crisis go to waste. So that'll probably coming soon over here, man. But you know, we trust in the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Anyway, that's a quick hit, man. You know, I may come back and do a longer version, but just a real quick hit, man. I'm out. Shalom.